Good Monday morning. I'm meteorologist Jeff Gerber. For the next 10 minutes or so, we're going to be taking a look at what the weather's going to be doing this week. Looks like it's going to be pretty quiet. We do see some rain coming up towards the weekend. It's going to be above normal week as far as temperatures are concerned. We're expecting highs all week long into the 70s. Normal high for this time of year, right around about 67 or so. So looks like a pretty good week if you want to have some outdoor activities. I want to plan something outdoors, especially during the afternoons. Look pretty good. A couple of mornings will be a little bit cool, kind of like they were for this morning. Let's take a look at what the rest of the day looks like, and we're going to get up into the lower 70s, anywhere between about 70, 72, between say 2:30, 3:30 for this afternoon, then back down into the middle 60s at 6 o'clock. And as we head towards 10 o'clock this evening, temperatures back into the 50s. And with some clouds increasing overnight, I think we'll stay into the 50s as we head towards your Tuesday morning. So maybe a light jacket tomorrow morning. But nothing too chilly, nothing too cold. Let's look at some sky cams. This is the one right here at our 12 News studio. I have it facing off towards the east. You can see downtown Beaumont right over there. And we're looking at partly cloudy skies right now from our 12 News studio on our Roofing 911 live sky cam network. This camera brought to you by Mid-County Plumbing. As we go up towards the Jasper area, a little bit more in the way of some blue skies there. Just a few clouds starting to build in. And we'll probably see some partly cloudy skies before the afternoon is said and done with. But right now, enjoy the sunshine up there in the lakes area. Provalis provides us this camera, part of the Roofing 911 Live Skycam network. And you can see Jasper there. Not too busy. It looks like on the roadways there as we get ready for lunch up in the Jasper area. Looking pretty good if you're going to be heading out for this afternoon. Like I said, temperatures already in the middle 60s, and we'll work our way probably by lunchtime into the upper 60s. So probably won't even need really a jacket if you're heading out to grab something quick to eat there in the Jasper area. Heading down to Port Arthur, also not looking too bad as far as the cloud cover. Go mostly sunny there. You can see a few clouds off in the distance and a couple of ships, or at least one heading down the intercoastal there if you look off in the distance in Port Arthur. And this camera brought to you by Market Basket. And you can see looking pretty good there in Port Arthur. By the way, you can go to 12newsnow.com, our website, and look for sky cams. Just search sky cams, and you can pull each one up individually and check it out, especially if you maybe have travel plans. Say you live in Beaumont, heading over to Orange on one of these days where you have some scattered rain. Maybe check out the sky cam and see what the weather conditions are in different parts of southeast Texas, from the lakes in Jasper all the way down to Port Arthur. Here's a view over in Orange at the Horseman's Western Store, and you can see partly cloudy skies over in Orange, kind of like what we're seeing here in Beaumont. Currently 67 degrees, humidity at 69%. And we're looking at a little bit of a southeasterly wind, anywhere between about, say, 3 and 8 miles per hour. And we're going to continue to see that through the afternoon. A little bit of a southeast, and then it kind of ticks towards the east, northeast, and then back to the southeast. But travel looks like it's pretty good on I-10 there over in Orange. They've got that construction completed now, so when you get to Orange, you don't have to worry about any construction until you get over into Louisiana. And then they still have it over there, but through the Orange area, it's all completed. 3 lanes of traffic on both sides. I was just headed over to Lake Charles to see my son yesterday, and we had no problems going through the Orange area because wide open there. It's really nice. All right, and we go back to our 12 News studio camera here. All right, let's take a look at temperatures. And right now, working our way up through the 60s. 67 right now in Kirbyville, as well as Silsbee. 64 in Beaumont here. 64 also over in Orange, and then 63 in Port Arthur. You can see Jasper and Woodville right now at about 64. Heading over to Houston, they're about the same as us as far as temperatures. 65 right now, and Conroe's about 63. And same deal over towards Lake Charles, 63 to Quincy, 64. So temperatures pretty uniform across the area, maybe a 2 or 3 degree difference there, but not much. As we check out satellite and radar, not much going on. You can see some low-level clouds through parts of Louisiana over towards New Orleans, and then a few low-level clouds, but they're starting to break up, it looks like, a little bit. Maybe a few of those clouds we just showed you on Skycam through Beaumont and Orange right there, but not too bad. Most of the state, you can see the darker color here, that indicates clear skies. So across the state of Texas, we're looking at lots of sunshine. If you have travel plans, maybe heading out around noon or so, maybe heading to Austin or San Antonio up to Dallas, no problems as far as travel. Just have the sunglasses ready to go. You'll see plenty of it. High pressure is going to stay in control of our weather as we go through most of the work week. And then as we go in towards the weekend, that's when we'll see that break down a little bit, and we'll add a small chance of rain on Saturday with a front going through the area. Speaking of travel, looking around the rest of the U.S., pretty quiet across most of the U.S. There is a little bit of lake effect snow, it looks like, up towards the UP of Michigan, northern Michigan. Some cloud cover through the mid part of the country, but not much going on there through the Midwest. The deep south is pretty quiet with the exception of some cloud cover here and there. Florida, East Coast looks dry, and Intermountain West also looks dry. Then you get to the West Coast, different story. Strong storm system moving into California today, and you can see the pink all the way across northern Florida, back down the Sierra Nevada range. That is some heavy snow coming into parts of California. If you got a ski trip heading towards, say, Tahoe, maybe down to Big Bear, as we head towards maybe the next few days or whatever, you're going to have lots of fresh snow there. There's a lot of snow coming in with this storm system, and even up into the Pacific Northwest, you can see the higher elevations getting some winter weather advisories and generally getting some rain through parts of Oregon and Washington. So the West Coast is where the active weather is for today and probably the next couple of days before it finally starts to move out towards parts of the central U.S. Maybe it'll give some snow towards the Rocky Mountain states. They could use some snow in through the Rockies, so hopefully they'll get a little bit of that from the storm system. But right now, pretty heavy stuff coming down through parts of California, including Los Angeles up to San Francisco and even farther north than that. Our futurecast takes us out of the 60s for right now and then up into the lower 70s for this afternoon, anywhere between the lower 70s, and then we go back into the 60s this evening. By 10 o'clock we'll be in the 50s, and we'll stay pretty much parked there. I think we'll see some cloud cover develop through the overnight with south to southeasterly winds, and temperatures hold generally into the lower 50s. Might see a few middle 50s here and there. And then tomorrow, once again, we'll see the clouds break up a little bit as we head towards the afternoon, and temperatures maybe a couple of degrees warmer tomorrow, 71, 73. Could be a couple of 74s here and there, and then we quiet down as we head towards, or bring our temperatures down as we head towards the evening. Along the coast today, east winds at 5 to 10 knots, seas about 2 feet, mostly smooth on the inland lakes and bays. Right now conditions at Texas Point, and east wind at 8 to 9, water temperature about 64 there. High tide, we had one just after midnight, 12:43. Our next one's right around 4 o'clock this afternoon at 4:03. Days are getting longer. Sunrise at 6:54 this morning, and our sunset was at 6:06. So yeah, starting to see that sun stretch out a little bit. It's not too far away. We're going to be seeing daylight saving time start, and I think that's the first or second weekend of November. I'm not sure what day that is, but it's coming up here pretty quickly. I'll give you the exact thing on that tomorrow. But today's forecast, variable clouds. We go from some places partly cloudy, as we showed you, other places mostly sunny. We'll see southeasterly winds at around 3 to 8, and temperatures there into the lower 70s all across the area for this afternoon. So nice afternoon. For tonight, we'll see temperatures dropping back down into the 50s, a lot of lower 50s out there through southeast Texas. Might even see an upper 40, Jasper, Newton, Burkeville, somewhere in that range. You might see temperatures dip down just into the 40s. So still a little bit of a jacket weather scenario out there for tomorrow morning, with south winds between about 3 and 8 miles per hour. 7-day forecast showing temperatures warming up each afternoon. 73 on Tuesday, 77 on Wednesday, 79 on Thursday, to 80 on Friday. So well above normal. As I mentioned earlier, we're about 67 is our average high for this time of year. So we're going to be, what, 13 degrees above normal on Friday, 12 on Thursday. So it's going to be a very warm forecast this week. Morning lows, at least through Wednesday, will be in the 50s, so a little bit cool there, then into the 60s for Thursday and Friday. Here's our rain chance. That's Saturday with a front coming through. Right now we'll go 30%. We might have to update that and maybe bring that up a little bit. We'll see as we head towards the weekend. But maybe an isolated thunderstorm, but generally some showers. And at this point, it does not look like it's going to be a repeat of what it was last Saturday night. But this rain should come in here late in the day. And then Sunday looks cooler as we'll see temperatures drop off into the 60s. So a little bit back closer to normal temperature-wise. Number at the bottom of your screen is a number that you can text us. Ask any weather questions, 409-749-9302. I just answered a couple of questions here before this stream started, and you can text us there. We won't answer the phone. It's not set up to take any phone calls, but definitely set up to take your text questions. So if you can send us some of those, we'll be quick to answer those